Water, constantly moving, forever changing. There is something mesmerizing about the way it flows, catches light, and creates patterns that never repeat twice. I am Eva Polak, and today we are diving into the magical world where photography meets Impressionist art. The Impressionist painters of the 19th century were obsessed with capturing fleeting moments, changing light, and the essence of movement rather than perfect details. Sound familiar? That's exactly what makes water such a compelling subject for photographers seeking to create evocative artistic images. Today, I will show you how to transform ordinary water scenes into extraordinary Impressionist photographs that capture not just what water looks like, but how it feels to experience it. What made the Impressionists revolutionary was their focus on capturing sensation over exact representation. Let's break down the 3 key techniques we will apply to our water photography. First, soft focus. Notice how Impressionist paintings lack harsh lines and defined edges? We will achieve this by intentionally softening our focus to create a dreamy, ethereal quality to our water images. Second, capturing movement through blur. The Impressionists use visible brush strokes to suggest motion. As photographers, we will use controlled blur to convey the dynamic nature of flowing water. And third, selective focus. By choosing what stays sharp and what blurs, we direct the viewer's eye and create a sense of depth that pulls them into the scene. The glistening ripples, the dance of light upon the surface, the vivid reflections. Speaking of reflections, Impressionism thrives on light and color. Pay attention how sunlight interacts with the water, creating intricate patterns and shimmering hues. Colors can be enhanced by shooting during the golden hours, or even experimenting with intentional camera movement to blend and blur the natural palette before you. These techniques work together to evoke a sense of depth, dimension, and emotion. They allow us to not just capture the appearance of water, but to tell its story. Now that we understand the techniques, let's dive into how to put them into practice. Capturing motion in flowing water requires both creativity and control. To create beautiful soft focus or blurred effects, start by experimenting with your shutter speed. A slower shutter speed, anywhere from half a second to several seconds, will transform moving water into smooth, elegant trays of light and texture. To achieve this during daylight, you will need to use a ND filter, a tool that limits the amount of light entering your lens, allowing you to slow down your shutter speed without overexposing your image. Here's a simple setup to try. Set your camera to manual mode or shutter priority mode. Use a tripod to keep your camera steady during long exposures. Adjust your ISO to a lower setting such as 100 or 200 to reduce noise. And most importantly, experiment with various shutter speeds to find the effect that suits your vision. Time of day matters tremendously. Early morning and golden hour provide dramatic sky lighting that reveals texture in the water. Overcast days give you soft, even light that's perfect for longer exposures without overwhelming contrast. Now, when it comes to reflections and refractions, look for calm sections of water where light dances on the surface. Using a polarizing filter can enhance colors and reduce glare but sometimes leaving the glare can add an interesting impressionistic effect. And don't be afraid to move your camera intentionally. Slight horizontal or vertical panning during a long exposure can blend color and shapes beautifully, creating abstract images that feel alive with motion. Every scene will be different, but that's part of the joy. It's about letting go of precision and embracing creativity. Now that you have the tools and techniques, let's see them in action. When I was working on my series Sculptured by Tides, my goal was to capture the ever-changing and mysterious world of waves, how they are sculptured by light and tidal movement. Using slow shutter speed, I could reveal the rhythm and energy of the ocean, creating images that feel dynamic and alive. In beach impressions, I play with light and shadow, combining reflections and silhouettes to convey not just a scenes, but a mood. It's about looking beyond the obvious and embracing the abstract, allowing water's natural beauty to guide the creative process. Notice how in these images, I've used techniques like soft focus, panning, and ICM to convey a sense of fluidity. The intention isn't to capture water as it appears, but as it feels. Here are some tips to enhance your own creative process. Study the light. Morning and light afternoon light often brings out the best colors and textures. Change your perspective. Get low to the ground, shoot from above, or even dip your camera close to the water surface. Embrace unpredictability. Water is constantly moving, and each shot will be unique. Accept the unexpected, and you may discover something truly magical. Your goal is to interpret the motion of water through your own creative vision. Whether you're photographing a gentle stream, a roaring waterfall, or waves crashing against the shore, remember, it's not just about the technique, it's about the feeling you want to convey. As we've seen, capturing the movement of water through Impressionist photography, it's about more than just technique. It's about feeling, creativity, and connection. By embracing methods like soft focus, intentional blurring, reflections, and ICM, you can transform simple scenes of water into expressive, evocative works of art. The goal is to capture not just what the water looks like, but how it moves, dances, and shimmers. Now it's your turn. Take these techniques and make them your own. Experiment with different shutter speeds, play with reflections, and allow your creative intuition to guide you. And most importantly, have fun with it. I'd love to see what you create. Share your flowing water photographs inspired by these techniques in our Facebook group. And if you have any questions or want more tips, feel free to ask. Until next time, keep embracing the beauty of world through your unique creative lens.